What's poppin', you beautiful motherfuckers? Welcome to another Dumb Woke podcast, or a video segment. I don't know what the fuck you would call this, because I only make this shit at once every 3 months, apparently. I know it's been a minute since I posted one of these, but to be honest, it was just, I actually really wanted to. I just didn't know what it is I wanted to talk about, or realistically, just even how to say it, because I wasn't really in the best state of mind at the time. I was kind of going through a bit of a funk. I just felt mentally exhausted. I had no motivation to do anything, and I just kind of felt stuck, man. And I think a huge part of that, in a weird way, was from this feeling of like survivor's guilt, almost, because it was weird. I was seeing all the shit that was going on in the world, and a part of me just almost felt like, yo, how can I be feeling this down, and not appreciate the life that I've been given after seeing the condition of what other people are living through or going through, or like all of those things. And that kind of just made me feel worse. And I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I think, like, if you do, you know what I'm talking about. And I think one thing that helped me out the most was this realization I kind of had, or an understanding of, that saying that people always say, is that to first heal the world, you must first heal yourself. And I don't think at the time I really knew what the fuck that meant. And now I think, what it means to me is that if I can't appreciate the life that I'm living, if I don't love the life that I'm given, if I look out into the world and all I see is a world that's full of shit, full of cruelty, full of pain, and all of those things, then why would I want to heal anyone or help anyone? And well, first, how can I do that if I feel like that? But also, two, why would I want anyone to live a life like that? I wouldn't, because I don't even appreciate mine. And I think, it was also kind of asking myself, is how do I know I exist? And one way I knew I existed, or one way of knowing that I'm alive, is the fact that I could feel pain, right? Is the fact that I could feel sorrow the same way I could feel joy. So I think a part of it was understanding that as much as this is a part of life, it can also be something beautiful. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you suffer through. Obviously, it's easier said than done, and every situation is different, but I think that almost gave me a newfound appreciation and newfound love again, just for being alive. And I think when you're able to find that and heal those parts of yourself, or at least go through that dark period of time, and whatever suffering it is that you're going through, and be able to live in a world that's full of cruelty, injustice, and all of that bullshit that's going on, and come out the other end of it and not turn cold-hearted, and not turn bitter, and not turn resentful, but still be able to be loving and compassionate. I think not only do you see a new world for yourself, but you show a new world to those around you. You show a different perspective and a new way of living that you yourself may have not known that was possible, but also that other people may have not known that was possible, because they might still be stuck in that mindset. They might still be stuck in that same world that you were. But to see someone experience that same feeling, but come out at the other end of it with a new way of living, I think is what it means to be able to heal yourself, because you are the world, just the same as anyone else is. And even though we may feel fear differently, we may feel, anxiety differently, joy differently, all of these things, the root experience of that feeling or that emotion is still the same across the board. So if you're able to endure a certain period of your life or heal certain parts of yourself, and you see that same thing reflected in you in another person, you would know, or at least in your mind, you would be like, yo, I know where the fuck that's coming from because that's happened to me. I've been there. So as much as you knew how to heal yourself, you may know how to heal that other person, or at least know how to hold space for them. So all in all, I would say through all of these difficult times, I think it's important to recognize that the world is full of shit for sure. But if you're feeling tired, remember that it's okay to allow yourself to rest. Yeah. Not really sure what else to add to that. I think that's the best way I know how to put it. Also, there was something that resonated with me the most too. Was I'll put the link below. Check out my homegirl's blog post that she's been putting up. She's a dope ass writer, Ophelia. Check her out. And there was a line that she wrote, and one of the lines said, "It's not about what if, could have, should have, but more about I fucked that up." It's less about what if, could have, should have, and more about mind, body, and soul, because you don't never lose that. And to me, I think that meant that the only thing we really have is how we view the world for ourselves. And that becomes our world. So if you align your mind, your body, and your spirit, the whole world is just a reflection of what you see inside. So let's try to make the world beautiful for us so we can make the world beautiful for those around us. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And stay blessed. Peace and love, baby. Thank you.